Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Alice and today I'm just going to be talking about hypopressives, how long it takes to get results and what sort of results you can get with the technique. So I've had experience of working with hundreds of women with prolapse and incontinence. I had a prolapse myself and I've got another video that I'll link below that you can hear a little bit about my prolapse journey. But a lot of the questions I get is women saying to me, is this technique going to help me and how much is it going to help me? So we did a big service evaluation last year and we looked at data for 140 women, and what we found was that most of the women we work with get an improvement within the first 4 weeks, and this is ladies with grades 1, 2 and 3 prolapses, with cystocele, rectocele and uterine prolapses, so it's quite a broad range of symptoms that women are coming to see us with. So most women will get an improvement within the first 4 weeks, some it will be slightly later at 6, maybe 8 weeks. And in terms of the amount of improvements that women are getting, we do see a range. So there's quite a big range in what people will see in terms of symptom improvement and for different types of symptoms. But when we look at 15 different types of prolapse symptoms, so heaviness, feeling of bulging, bladder not feeling like it's empty completely, bowel not feeling like it's empty completely, and some quality of life scores as well. When we've looked at those 15 questions and look at the change from before people start doing hypopressives to afterwards, the average improvement is 73%, which pretty much translates into those women feeling like they're getting plenty of days when they're not getting symptoms or minimal symptoms, and generally feeling like their quality of life has massively improved. And of those women that came to work with us, 44% of those women were considering surgery. Quite a lot more of those women didn't put that they were considering surgery because they would never consider surgery because of kind of the horror stories that they've heard in the media about the mesh. And so those numbers are slightly skewed, but 44% said they were definitely considering surgery. And then after they'd done the program, only 10% were considering surgery. Not immediately, but they were considering surgery as something that might be an option for them in the future. So in terms of using hypopressives, when you are considering surgery, we do get good results in terms of people feeling like their symptom improvements are enough to then not need surgery. So the kind of symptoms that women will come with when they work with us are heaviness, that dragging feeling in the vagina area, bulging feeling in the vagina, and the prolapse may be just slightly external as well. Often women will get that feeling of things feel worse when they stand, not feeling like they've emptied the bladder completely, feeling that they constantly need to go to the toilet, feeling that the bowel hasn't emptied completely, and also that kind of almost that feeling that they're sitting on a ball. They get symptoms of things like needing to push up the prolapse to ease discomfort, or to support around the perineum area when they do need to go to the toilet to have their bowels open. So these are really common symptoms that can come with prolapse. And if you've got any of those symptoms, it is highly likely that hypopressives will improve those symptoms significantly for you so that you can get back to the things that you enjoy. You don't have to think about your prolapse all the time. One of the main things women say to us is that when the heaviness starts to feel better, which is probably the most common symptom women come with us with, they don't think about their prolapse as much because it's not feeling sore and it's not feeling uncomfortable, and so immediately the mental load of having a prolapse starts to lift and they start to feel better and just kind of feeling like they've started to get their life back as well. One of the most distressing symptoms I think women say is having to push the prolapse back up when they feel that it's kind of really uncomfortable, and also to support to have their bowels opened at the back. Those two across the board for women that are experiencing that say that those are the most distressing symptoms to have to deal with prolapse, and we've seen really good improvements for both of those symptoms for the vast majority of women that we've worked with. So if you've got a prolapse and you're literally at the stage where you think nothing's going to help, hypopressives, although it's been around for about 40 years, it's not really been that accessible for the general public, and it's not been talked about that much, though there's been much more talked about in the last few years, and people are realizing what an amazing technique this is for your pelvic floor. But if you do want to dip your toes in, then have a little look in my beginners playlist, and if you look in the description below, there are some other ways that you can get some more like hands-on support and one-to-one support. But I hope that's helpful, and do let me know in the comments how you found hypopressives, if you've tried it, or how you found out about it. I'd love to hear from you.